Welcome to the Rambler Sports Locker. I'm Steve Manny.
And I'm Amanda Crowham. We begin tonight with a look at men's basketball.
The Ramblers are down another player, and this time it's leading scorer Walt Gibbler. The forward didn't play in the Ramblers' 56-44 victory against Bradley last Saturday and will sit out indefinitely due to a shoulder injury. Gibbler recently became the 18th player in Loyola history to total both 1,000 points and 500 rebounds in his career.
Junior forward Ben Avercamp continues to be rewarded on and off the court. Avercamp was named Horizon Player of the Week for the first time in his career. He was also named to National Jesuit Honor Roll for the third time this season. Earlier this month, the forward was named Capital One First Team Academic All-District 5. He has scored double figures in each of the last 5 appearances. Avercamp needs 94 points and 55 rebounds to join teammate Walt Gibbler as the 19th player in school history to score 1,000 points and 500 boards in his career.
After a convincing win at Bradley and a tough overtime loss at Valparaiso, Loyola will face Green Bay and Milwaukee in the final games of the regular season before the all-important Horizon League tournament.
And if the men's soccer team has taught us anything, it's that any underdog can win come playoff time.
That's right, Amanda. Earlier this week, the women's Rambler team was in Northwest Indiana to take on Valparaiso, and we're going to take a look at the highlights from it. Early on in the game, Valparaiso takes the lead, but the Ramblers manage to keep it competitive. It isn't until Jessica Carr hits this three when the game starts to really get out of hand and Valparaiso's up 16. Sloppy play like this, though, is really what did it in for the Ramblers, as the Crusaders score off of a turnover and get the 2 and 1 at the end of the first half before the buzzer sounds. But the Ramblers refuse to go down in the second half quietly, and they battle back thanks to this 3 from Katie Kortekamp, as well as this tough layup from Simone Law. However, sloppy play continues when the Ramblers try to inbound here, and when this play gets out of control, Valpo steals the ball and scores easy buckets. The Crusaders were able to go on cruise control from there and earn a rather one-sided victory as Loyola falls 69-46. UIC, Green Bay, and Milwaukee are still on the Ramblers' schedule.
Men's volleyball had a winning weekend. The Ramblers swept George Mason 3-0 and beat NJIT by a score of 3-1. Mike Bunting led 14th ranked Loyola with his 19-kill performance. Loyola's upcoming match marks their return to MIVA conference play against the defending national champion Ohio State Buckeyes.
The Ohio State game is probably going to be one of the biggest of this season, and most of the attention will be on the players. But at the Rambler Sports Locker, we try to look beyond the net. Bridget Sharon and Megan Carabelli had a chance to chat with the team manager, Bennett Wakenight, to see what he does to prepare for the big game.
Loyola men's volleyball has 2 big games this weekend against IPFW and Ohio State. The Ramblers look towards the unsung hero of the team to prepare for the strong competitors.
Freshman Bennett Wakenight is often seen sitting off to the side at most games, but what people don't see is all the hard work that Bennett puts in before the games. As the team manager, Bennett is responsible for a unique part of the game.
To get the codes ready so that the coaches will have the video footage and they'll be able to talk with the team, debrief with the team before the game, maybe a day or 2, and they'll have all the video footage ready to go and they can see, and they actually can print out each hitter's hitting angles and strategies, which they usually tend to make in that game, and they can tell the players or whoever is going to be starting that game that this is the guy's go-to shot, and it all comes back to that I need to be making those codes and watching the entire game and crunching in the numbers that this is what they're going to be doing.
Working with numbers can be a daunting task, but Bennett says he loves every minute of it.
The guys ask me if they're saying like, man, you must really love watching volleyball. I do watch a lot of volleyball, and I enjoy it just because I played volleyball in high school, and I really wanted to stay involved. So it's still a good way to be involved with a great team.
Bennett's love for volleyball has not only gotten him a job he loves, but a few freebies as well.
It does have its perks. I am kind of half considered an athlete. Like I get some merchandise and stuff, which is always fun. And I got to register for classes early, which is nice. But also just being down on the court like during the home games and stuff. And this week we have 2 really big games, Friday and Saturday, against IPFW and Ohio State. And it just being down on the court, and especially in the new Gentile gym, it's so cool just being down there.
Loyola will take on IPFW this Friday and Ohio State this Saturday, both in Gentile Arena. For Rambler Sports Locker, I'm Megan Carabelli.
Freshman Allison County was named Horizon League Women's Field Athlete of the Week, marking the second time that she earned the conference honor this season. County beat her own record on the weight throw with a final mark of 53 feet, 5 3/4 inches at the Bradley Invitational. County also set a new personal best distance with the shot put with her heave of 39 feet, 6.5 inches. This solidifies her place as 4th on Loyola's all-time indoor list.
This week's roundtable segment will be providing us with a preview of the upcoming Summer Olympics in London. To find out the top teams and athletes to watch, let's send it over to Mary Sugden.
Thanks, guys. Today I'm joined by Jillian Schwartz and Carly Fisher, and we're here today to jump it across the pond to London, and we're going to preview all the teams that we think you guys should watch at the upcoming London 2012 games. So Jillian, who do you think is going to be the team to watch this year?
Definitely men's swimming. We all know Michael Phelps in Beijing took home 8 gold medals in all 8 events that he participated in, as well as his 5 individual events. He beat 4 world records. He was unstoppable then. So I just feel like over these years that he's been training, he's going to be ready for London to take home. If he takes home 3 more medals, he'll be the first Olympic athlete to have the most medals. So, but I'm a little bit worried. His competition is Ryan Lochte, who took home 3 medals. But I think that Michael Phelps is going to be a little bit too confident, and we really need to watch out for Ryan Lochte.
Ryan Lochte, because he was the one who beat him in like the 200 meter during the tryouts, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so definitely I think he's going to be the one to watch.
I think that would be good. You know, I really think men's basketball, that's going to be entertaining. USA, they're going to have a good competition out there, but they won 2008 in Beijing, completely dominated.
Definitely.
So they got Coach K, and, you know, he's no stranger to men's basketball.
Definitely.
Really think he's going to do great with the team, and they're going to finish out strong and win the gold this summer.
Definitely. I'm going to disagree with both of you a little bit on this one. I have to go with my favorite sport to watch, which is female volleyball, and specifically beach volleyball, with Carrie Walsh and Misty May Trainer. I think they're just a duo you can't mess with. They won gold in Athens, they won gold in Beijing, and after Beijing they said that that was going to be it for them. They were going to be done with Olympics, but then now they've just announced this month that they want to get back to training, and they're headed for the games in London 2012, and they say this is going to be the year that they're going to be unstoppable. So I think with the charisma that they have and just the experience they have all together, they're definitely going to be the team to watch.
But let's not forget about women's soccer. We know that they just qualified now since the World Cup. I think they're really going to come back and bring it this year.
All right, well, I think that'll do it for us here at the round table. You heard it here first. We got your picks. Back to you guys at the desk.
The Ramblers men's golf team started their spring season with some success in Orlando. The Rambler Sports Locker's Mara Guthrie is sitting down with senior captain Eric Hoops to get his thoughts on the season ahead.
Thanks, Steve. I'm here with Eric Hoops of the men's golf team. He's a senior. Thanks so much for being here, Eric.
No problem.
Well, you all just got back from Orlando, so tell us a little bit about how that went for you guys down there.
Oh, I mean, it was a great trip. I kind of told my coach for like 4 years that I really would like to play in a match play event. It's a little bit different from what we normally play in the normal stroke play events. And finally, our senior year, we finally stumbled across this one. And Coach was able to get us into it with a whole bunch of good schools that were pretty similar to us, and it was just a great opportunity for our team to really play along with some of the really good teams in the country.
Awesome. So that was a good experience for you then.
Oh, it was
You look
fantastic.
like you got a little tan too.
Yeah, I got a little red on top.
I'm just jealous. So freezing here. So you had a win with DePaul. How was that for you? That was the first match you had of the weekend.
That was our second match, actually.
Okay.
We played Notre Dame first, who was the best team at the tournament. So, I mean, we kind of got, being one of the worst teams there, I mean, we kind of got the hardest draw to start. So we played Notre Dame to start, but we actually played pretty well against them. Although the score doesn't necessarily show, we were kind of into every single match, which is really a big deal for us. And then a win against DePaul anytime for us, that's always a good win.
It's
for
huge
us.
for the fans at home too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I love that. And then UConn back on.
Yeah, I mean, it was honestly pretty similar to Notre Dame. We were right in every single match. They went their way at the very end, but overall it was still really good for us to play really well against them.
That's great. So the team came back with a lot of confidence then?
Oh, definitely. I mean, that's what our main mission was for this entire tournament, was just to kind of get us used to seeing the ball fly again and just kind of getting used to seeing what it's like to just kind of getting back into that little tournament mode. And I think a match play tournament really did do that for our team.
That's great, all about the experience. And now you guys have about a month off, and then you have the Butler Spring Invitational coming up at the end of March. So what's this time off going to be like for the team?
Well, I mean, we've been working out 3 times a week, and I bet there isn't a team that's more excited right now to have this nice warm weather than the golf team.
Yeah,
I mean, we
sure.
can actually get outside and practice a little bit. And,
That's too cold for that.
yeah, exactly. I mean, some people say it's too cold, but let's just say we're used to it. But I mean, most years we don't normally see a ball fly outside until spring break. So any days that we get now in February and even getting to play a few times in January is just a huge benefit.
And what
for
do you
us.
do when you have to be inside?
We have the new little putting room that we have there in Gentile, which is so much better than what we had before. And Coach makes us go in there 3 times a week, and we just have to hit short little putts. He has a book out with us where we track all of our putting stats and stuff, and he just kind of makes sure that we're still practicing, still working on it, because putting's where you make up the most strokes.
Sure,
So,
great,
yeah.
awesome. And how do you feel about, you know, the opportunities to travel to Florida or travel wherever for all these golf events? Is that fun for you? Is that stressful? What's it like?
Oh, I mean, it's always a little bit stressful. It's always a little bit hard. Like leaving for Orlando, we left at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday morning, which is never really something a college student really wants to do. But overall, though,
usually want to go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just pretty much stayed up all night that night. But pretty much, I mean, just until when we go down to Florida and places like that, I mean, it's a great opportunity for our team. But when we're down there, we still kind of just have to realize, like, we're down there to work. We're not just down there for fun. I mean, we're out there practicing all day because it's the only really chance that we get. So I just think it's a great opportunity for our team. We're going down to South Carolina for spring break just to practice for a week, the entire team, and we're all really pretty excited for it.
Great,
so.
that sounds like great weather too.
Exactly, I'm not complaining.
So as a senior, Eric, how have you seen the team change through the years, and do you feel confident that when you graduate they will still see success and continue to see more success?
Oh, I mean, over the last couple of years we've gotten some great recruits. We've had some awesome recruiting classes, some really good players that have came in, and I really think that that's kind of how our team has changed over the last couple of years, is now it's becoming a lot younger of players. Underclassmen are really starting to be some of the key players in our team. Like my freshman year, we had a lot of seniors, juniors leading our team, and now honestly this year, I mean, I'm the only senior, and we have the rest of everyone that's playing are all freshmen, sophomores, a couple of juniors, but our team really is getting younger dominated, and that's why, as long as those kids keep improving, I think that we could really have a good team after I leave.
That sounds great. That sounds great. And so now tell us one thing that you would like the student body to know about Loyola Golf.
I think it's just not always a lot of people know that we exist because we're never really around campus. We always practice way off campus, but just want to let everyone know that we do actually have a golf team. Don't laugh at us when we say we play golf. And then just still check up on the website, check up on our team. I think we have a really good chance of winning conference in the next couple of years. So definitely keep an eye out.
Sounds great. So keep up the good work and best of luck to you. Eric, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Back to you guys at the desk.
You know, Amanda, spring break is coming up, and I just might throw on some plaid pants and hit the links myself.
Spare us, Steve. That's all the time we have for today. Make sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, I'm Amanda Crowham.
And I'm Steve Manny. Thanks for visiting the locker room, and don't forget to turn out the lights.